hoes messy. They was giving head to Joe Pesci. Man, these hoes messy. Three jet skis. Three jet- snipers on a gang like three. Peace to the family. Peace to the family. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. Hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. Yeah, it's cold outside. Shit. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, it's cold outside. Hey, Amber. Thank you for pulling up to Melanin Monday. I want to thank everybody. Look, I literally, I just went into because yesterday I slept the whole day. I was exhausted, but today I was able to go and to see all of the gifts that people brought on Melanin Monday. I want to thank every single person who gifted me. I love gifts. I'm a gift. I'm a gift giver, but I'm also a gift receiver. I love to receive a gift or two. Oh, how this look? I mean, how this look? You know what I'm talking about? I'm getting my swag on like one of them football players with. Nah, this for the wifey. But man, this is beautiful. The selenite. I love it. The selenite crystal. You know what I mean? People took care of me, man. And that's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, like, you know, love is love. You know what I'm talking about? Love is love, man. The love was strong on Monday. People came out. Shout out to brother Rich and whatnot. You know what I mean? Shout out to the good brother. He made that happen. His presence was definitely felt. It was appreciated. The people came out. You know, they support the good brother. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing else to say. Like the good brother is well loved and supported by his community, which is, that's important. You know what I mean? That's important. Everybody ain't supported by their community, so that's important. Shout out to Soul Society. Y'all pulled up. Y'all came all the way from the Carolinas. We got people. We have our good brother Ross Naeem. You know what I'm talking about? He came all the way from the Carolinas too, I believe. You know what I mean? Then we had a few people coming from the What's up with the Carolinas? Y'all pulling up to the Atlanta. I like that. You know what I mean? That means a lot to us. We had people from Florida pulling up. A lot of out of town people pulling up. You know what I mean? Yeah, stand up, Atlanta. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, yeah. So that was important. You know what I'm saying? I appreciated that. We had a great time. You know what I mean? We had a great time. We got a lot of information out. We recorded it. I had like two cameramen in the building and whatnot. So we'll put together an edited version. We do have the Zoom recording on have the Zoom recording on our Patreon for people that want to look back at it and whatnot. The brother Rich, he definitely came through. Thank you, Amber. Amber coming through with the cash app, man. You really trying to make my day, huh? You really trying to put a smile on my face. I really appreciate that. Nothing feels better than them coins dropping. I promise you. No, nothing released dopamine than them goddamn coins dropping on the cash app. And the brother, he answered the questions that I asked him, to his best. He did he did his thing. You know how Rich go. Brother Rich, you know what I mean? He gonna give it up, you know what I'm saying? And he's gonna keep it 1,000. And that's what I enjoyed. I don't want nobody getting up there, you know, skating and you know what I mean, trying to be cute for the cameras and nah, nigga, let's hear it, answer the question. So brother Rich definitely pulled up, made it happen. We played some of the album. I seen heads bopping, people in the crowd. if y'all heard the album, if y'all was at Melanin Monday, and y'all heard that album and whatnot, let me know. Give me a ratings and whatnot, because we didn't necessarily pass the mic around and ask everybody how they like the music. But if you're in the audience, let me know how you like the music, man. That's important. Let me know how you like the music. Shout out to the good brother Kyrie. Right, I'm rocking his. He got me a lock sock. You know what I mean? He pulled. This was a gift as well. The lock sock. He came and blessed me with this as well. I think the shit glow in the dark. It says Noble on it. The brother Kyrie, if anybody is wondering, he's the brother from the I Could Do Magic video that was dancing and what. Let me see. Let me see. Do I got a clip of it? I can pull it up if I have a clip of it. But yeah, that's the good brother that was doing the motherfucking dancing and the I Could Do Magic video. So shout out to Kyrie. You feel me? Shout out to Kyrie. You know what I'm saying? He did his thing. You know what I mean? Came through, and that's important. Mm, yeah. So let me see what's going on. A lot of things going on. Today is Wealthy Wednesdays and whatnot. 24 hours with Cambada Classic. Yes. Last Breath and this new one called Breathless Classic. I'm actually looking for where's the TikTok dancers. Now I know that a lot of people that are watching me, y'all don't do TikTok dances and whatnot. You know what I'm talking about? I'm not gonna disrespect y'all. Y'all are some mature, older people and whatnot. You know what I mean? Entrepreneurs, business owners and parents. However, you do have children and whatnot, because I be seeing y'all on their birthdays. So with that being said, they is on TikTok. The children are on TikTok. They run TikTok. They own TikTok. You know what I mean? That's their domain. That's their world and whatnot. We looking for some TikTok dances, you know what I mean? Because we're not above it. We're not above the TikTok dances. We need some dancers. I need somebody to do that little Uzi shit. You know what I'm saying? That little Uzi shit. You know what I mean? I like that shit. You know what I'm talking about? I don't dance. I do the two step, but I need some of y'all to do it. You know what I mean? And we got to do some two step. We got to do some whatchamacallit, some TikTok videos based off of this new music that's out. Yeah, I said y'all wanted new music, and we delivered. We delivered. You know what I mean? We gave y'all new music in the form of a new album, Holy Ghost 3. You know what I mean? And we gave y'all a another pill feature that I didn't say it was a classic. That's what the people say. Am I releasing an album in 2024? But of course, is a bird flying right now? A album is definitely coming for 2024. Um, A mixtape will precede the album, though. There's a mixtape that we rolling out called "The Pills Got Something to Say." That's us over industry beats, you know what I mean? To get the 2024 thing kinda, to warm it up, warm it up, and then we'll come with the long-awaited Red Winter. I think that shit been sitting in my hard drive for about 2 years now, you know what I mean? It been ready. It's just the jar wasn't ready. You know what I'm talking about? The album been ready. Y'all just wasn't ready. So we're gonna see if the people are ready, and then we'll drop some music in 2024. Definitely, I'm rolling out. You know, I'm about to take this music shit a lot more serious than I probably have been taking it, because I got so many things that I be doing and whatnot. Who the hell has time to focus on the music? But I owe it to I got fans and whatnot. You feel me? I got fans and shit. You know what I'm talking about? I didn't even know that. I got fans and whatnot. So they want to hear more music. They want to hear more of the art. And to be honest with you, to keep it a buck, it's really not even about me. It's really about showcasing my twin. You know what I mean? Because my brother Blue, he's definitely been stepping his shit up, you know what I'm saying? And when you hear these projects that we worked on, you are gonna be pleasantly surprised. Like, I come through and do what I do, you know what I mean? Rich Phil is gonna deliver, you know what I'm talking about? But I think that people anticipate me to do that. That's not something that is like unanticipated, and I'm not tooting my own horn, but the boy got bars. You know what I'm talking about? I definitely come and do what I'm supposed to do. And Blue is more of the poet. You know what I mean? Blue's poetry pen is crazy, and but he came through. He definitely came. I'm gonna let y'all know. I'm giving you the heads up. He's on the Red Winter, like Ghostface was on Raekwon's Purple tape, and he bodied that mixtape. He did something real dangerous. You're gonna see. For us being 48 years old, when you hear this music, this shit is not gonna sound, it don't have my age is nowhere in the motherfucking music. And if it is, then we are basically, the poster child of the shit refined. You get finer in time. I'm the poster child for refinement at this point. You know what I'm talking about? Like, my shit done got better in age. You know what I mean? Like, I'm refining in age. They would try to make you feel guilty for having a birthday in these streets and whatnot. Like, goddamn, am I supposed to hold my head in shame because a nigga got a birthday because I made it a 50? No, no. I'm representing for all of my salt and pepper, my legends out there. Y'all niggas stand up. You know what I'm talking about? Or if you a Naga at this point, stand up because we gotta go hard for people of our age demographic. They trying to write us off. You know what I'm talking about? They trying to write us. They just want us to hurry up and die. Like, god damn. Nah, that's not what's gonna happen. We got more. We like Andre 3000. He tapped out. He said he don't got nothing to rap about. No problem. You know what I mean? Don't show up to the reunion though, to the 48, and don't show up to the reunion with your flute. You know what I'm talking about? Because you out here sounding real goofy with that one right there. You know what I'm talking about? Talking about you don't got nothing to rap about. Nigga, you need to get into this field with us, and then you'll start having something to rap about. You don't got nothing to rap about because you made your album so diamond and you wear overalls and you probably got a whole fucking starting lineup of Becky's that'll do anything that you tell them to do. And your life is good, as it should be. You deserve that, Andre 3000. You work, you know what I'm saying? You work for that. The you know what I mean? You deserve the soft life. You really do. You know what I mean? You sold a diamond album. You deserve the soft life. But I'm here to let you know, sir. I'm here to let you know, sir, that no disrespect, you know what I'm saying? You still the man. The Flute album was fire. I still listen to that when I'm on shrooms. But nah, Jack, nah. Mm-mm. Pills got something to say. You know what I'm talking about? I'm on live. I'm on live. I'm on live. Yeah. You gonna put out the Breathless DJ mix? Legend. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, yeah. I appreciate. You dig? But shit. You sent it? Alright, Imma check it out. Imma check it out. Imma definitely check it out. So all of my OGs out there, all of my old heads, or what they call us uncle and whatnot, we representing for y'all. Fuck that. We got something to say. A lot of shit is going on. There's no age limit on when you talk. There's no age. They would have little young niggas thinking that when you reach close to 50, you stop thinking. Like the nigga said, I don't got nothing to rap about. Like he got fucking like he's on Geritol. Like this nigga has amnesia or dementia. That's what it was given. You sending out the wrong signal, sir, Mr. Benjamin. You sending so we gotta come and clean up and we gotta rap. We coming to spit at these young niggas like we ageless, like we timeless. I don't I'm talking about. We gotta show them, we gotta show the young whippersnappers that it's still bars intact. You know what I mean? Still bars, man. Like, what the fuck? You supposed to refine as you get older, not fall off, not turn into irrelevant. The fuck? You supposed to be relevant to your last day. You feel me? How I mean, if you God, if you the God, you timeless and you're adaptable. Yeah, rap about some Badu drama. You know what I mean? Make it poetic. I know you got a lot of give us some co-parent bars. You know what I mean? God damn it. Give us some co-parent bars, Andre 3000. Give us sorry, Miss Jackson part two, nigga. The fuck? The hell, man. You gotta be creative. So this new project is called Watch the Pillars. No, no, not Watch the Pillars. The Pillars got something to say. You dig? The Pillars got something to say. And it's gonna be crazy, bro. I promise you. I shit you not. I be listening to it every day. The shit is a vibe. We ate up those Drake beats. You know what I'm talking about? We ate up Blue even bodied the Andre 3000 flute beat. You know what I mean? Like I don't even want to talk about it anymore. I just want to surprise y'all. We're gonna be dropping our first single called Money and Power. That should be coming very soon. You know what I mean? Maybe by next week. The immortality thing that you put. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That clip about immortality. Look, I want to reiterate what I put on the IG and whatnot about immortality. That look, as a Scorpio, we think about mortality a lot. You know what I mean? We actually obsess over life and death, right? This is what we think about when we're not thinking about Adidas. So it was to my observation, and I made the statement that, our purpose when we incarnate into this physical husk, right? Because I made a statement about the planet Earth, what they call the planet Earth, Gaia, whatever name that you want to attribute it to this planet and whatnot. This is the planet that the gods come to sleep, right? This is the planet. The project is not ready as of yet, so you can't copy yet. We can only do pre-orders. And when we launch the single, we will launch out the link for the pre-orders. So this planet is a prison planet, and this is the planet where the gods go to sleep. When I say that the gods come to the planet Earth to sleep, what I mean is they come here to experience what is known as humanity. Humanity is not something that around the rest of the world or the rest of the universe looks up to humanity. They're not looking up to humanity. They're not infatuated with the fact that we're humans. They're not infatuated, they're not impressed with humanity. This is not something to be very impressed by and whatnot on this planet. However, we are envied. There's people that are jealous of the fact that the gods are here doing what they do. And what I mean by we come here to sleep is that we basically come here to experience what it is to live the life, right, of a human being inside of this spacesuit. Now they told us that the name is human being, right? The name is a human being. We are sentient light beings having what is known as a human experience. We are gods on another plane. We're actually broadcasting from somewhere completely different, right? My natural form is in no way 6'1". Yeah, I'm 6'1". How about that? Yeah, so in no ways is it 6'1". It might be 60 feet tall, my original form, that is. In another dimension, that is, right? This projection in this simulation that we find ourselves in right now, what is called the matrix or Gaia or waking state or reality, not real. It never was real and it will never be real. Okay. We're literally here to experience fornication, right? We're here to piss, shit, eat, sleep, fart, burp. You know what I mean? Learn how to talk, get our wig pushed back, get our wig get our wig touched up. You know what I'm talking about? All of these things. We're living amongst all of these animals and we're watching them kill shit. You know what I mean? Because this is When you think about it, this planet, this prison planet is a very violent planet. You know what I mean? Naturally, the nature of this planet is to quote unquote, it is a kill or be killed planet. The bacteria is trying to take out organisms, right? Inside of the sea and whatnot, where the earliest forms of life form, there are all kind of predators in the sea. There's a hierarchy, or what is known as a chain of command and whatnot, where the whales are consumed because there's something in the water eating the whales, and it's not just sharks. We don't know what that is, but they got whales washing up with big chunks in them, right? And there's something in the water that's feasting on sharks. And then there's something in the water that's feasting on jellyfish, and jellyfish are wanting and feasting on something, and whatever that the jellyfish is feasting on, they're feasting on something else, and then they're eating the plankton, right? And then when you get on the land, the mouse has a natural predator, quote unquote, adversary, and that's the falcon or the bird and whatnot. The bird has a natural, quote unquote, adversary. The lion has an adversary. The giraffe has. So this whole planet, everything is set up on this planet where something is trying to kill it. So outside of the rule of law or the laws that man has implemented, if this planet did not have man's law, it would be a primal planet where everything is basically killing each other for quote unquote food and whatnot, and being it's either kill or be killed, right? This is a safari prison planet type of situation. We incarnated so we could experience what it is for this great into this omnipotent, omnipresent, omnipotent energy to experience what it is to be a human on the earth. Now, many people have not gone the lengths that I may have gone to, or others may have gone to, because I won't consider myself to have gone the furthest of the furthest. You know what I'm talking about? I didn't go into the middle of the ocean where the shit is like bottomless. I went out into about half of the, you know what I mean? I swam out into the goddamn ocean. And I'm speaking in parables right now when I'm saying this, because I'm saying that I went ahead and did the toad, right? The toad medicine, is what they call 5-MeO-DMT. 5-MeO-DMT called Bufo avalaris, right? It's the toad medicine. It is a form of DMT. That shit will take you where the fuck your ass has never been. You understand? It's called the God molecule for a reason. You can go and look it up. And once again, I am not soliciting, I'm not promoting, I'm not selling it. I don't want nobody to just go out there and try it, because you're gonna be a goofy if you run behind. I didn't tell you to do it. I didn't tell you to do it. And you're not gonna become me if you do it. You're not gonna become this enlightened being. No, it's processes. So don't just go because people we mentioned shrooms. Now that shit is a recreational drug. We mention certain things, and people they abuse it, y'all. They abuse it, y'all. They abuse it. So I have to use that disclaimer because I got to be responsible before I start talking about something. Because if I talk about something that somebody hasn't tried out and they're very desperate to tap into these quote unquote powers, they're going to go ahead and they are going to experiment. And I'm just saying, do not experiment with some shit like that if you don't know what you're getting into. Do not take no boo if you're not with a shaman. First of all, do not do it inside of no type of projects. Don't do it inside your house. You got to be in nature. Why? Because you're gonna pick up on a lot of energy that's surrounding you. And God forbid you on a top floor of a 30 level or 30-story project building. You literally are going to feel the shit is stacked like a pancake. There's people stacked on each other like pancakes in like the projects or in these high risers, these skyscrapers. When you open up When you open up your auric field, when you take this bufu and you experience the ego death, you are going to experience something called the blinding light. There's a light that exists that you can't see outside of this light. It is a blinding light. It is an all encompassing. I'm talking about the light is so encompassing. It's not the light that people be like, oh, I had a near death experience and I walked towards the light. That's not the light that I saw. That's not the light that I'm talking about. The light that I witnessed, because I didn't see it, I witnessed, I experienced this light. This light encompasses every single thing. It is a blinding light, but the light is an energy. This shit crazy, man. I promise you. You gotta be, you should, you gotta be you gotta fast. Like your vessel has to be able to take in the energy because you will hit a surge of energy running through your body that will, whoa, like if you're not ready for it, that shit might short circuit you. Henceforth, while I'm sharing with you about this experience that I went through, just letting you know, please, if you don't do anything, be cautious. Be cautious. Because your ass would be like, damn, Red, I didn't know. You know what I mean? You won't hallucinate. You won't lose your mind. It's not like a chemical, it's not acid. Keep in mind, plant based medicine. And I always reiterate that. I talk about this on occasions, even when I was on higher level conversations. I'm like, look, plant-based medicines, but it's a level of responsibility that comes with it because it's not like when you could go to the dispensary and pick up some marijuana. The marijuana shit is nothing like this. It's nothing like this. Feel me? Nothing like this. You know, marijuana is like a cigarette compared to this shit. You can't get you could smoke 8 pounds and you'll never feel the way that this shit will make you feel. You'll never have the experience. You begin to have an internal conversation. You're not seeing things, right? You're experiencing them, and you're having what is known as the ego death. Hey, passion. And when you have the ego death, that's when you separate from this person that you thought you was. That's how I'm able to articulate sentient light beings having a human experience because it is one thing to read about it, but then when you experience it, now I could speak from a place of knowing. I'm not a thinker and a doer, and I don't know. I'm a thinker and a doer and a knower at this point because I know what that shit is hitting for. You feel me? I know what it's hitting for. So the white light that I'm talking about, it's an all-encompassing light. When you on the bullfool, you know what I mean? When you have this ego death and whatnot, you'll start to see the light emanate and whatnot. And it won't stop emanating. It will basically it will almost encapsulate you, and then it just you become the light. So the best example or the best parable that I share with people when I talk about that experience is just envision bottle of water. Let's just say that this was a bottle of water, right? Now, if you go into the ocean and you walk into the ocean with the bottle of water and you pour the water into the ocean, it becomes one with the ocean. There's no more bottle of water. This bottle of water is the ego. This is the ego. This is the human body, right? This is the skin color of the body. This bottle of water is placed in New York, so it's a New Yorker. You know what I mean? It's placed in Brooklyn, so it's a bottle from Brooklyn. It's placed close in Flatbush, so it's a bottle from Flatbush, right? That's all ego. And you niggas are out here representing, dying for blocks and whatnot, claiming blocks, dying for these blocks that you don't own, you don't have no type of sway over, and you are trapped further in your ego when you do that. You have to release all of this shit. I'm not from Brooklyn. I'm not from New York. I'm not even black, nigga. I'm not a Negro. I'm a sentient light being who jumps into different spacesuits on will. Nigga, I could be a fucking Asian if I wanted to. I'm not restricted. You are. I'm not restricted. I could be anything I want to because it's really all about experience. Yeah, it's all about experience. So how the hell can you be how could you be omnipotent, omnipresent, and all knowing if you never experience all that there is to experience? So when you pour this bottle of water into the ocean, it becomes ocean. It's the same thing with the sentient light. When you leave here and your light goes back to what from whence it came, it's an ocean of light. And this light is an energy. It's not like the lights in your house and whatnot. It's not electricity. It's not electricity. It's life. It's a life energy. It's a life energy. I was smiling cheek to cheek during my initiation. I'm talking about I was smiling like somebody was playing with my toes. You feel me? Because I felt mad joy inside of me internally. I felt relief. I felt joy. So if that's any indication of when you leave this planet and whatnot, y'all don't have nothing to worry about. Y'all don't got nothing to worry about. Don't even stress the shit. You know, that's why they say some people when they make transition, they be smiling ear to ear and whatnot, because they may have seen and they may have felt that light. That light is gonna feel orgasmic. Okay. Does it shoot through the body? Yes. Yes. How do you recommend one prepare for the Bufu experience? Fast for 2 days, don't have no fornication, build up your chi, do meditation, and go in with your intention. Because it's not like ayahuasca where you're gonna purge and everything, and it's not like shrooms and whatnot where you could possibly start seeing things. This more so is gonna be an internal conversation, but you are going into the deepest and darkest depths of your soul, okay? It's nothing to be scared of. I would suggest if you could do it on the beach, if you could do it in the forest, anywhere where you're surrounded by real nature and be grounded. Put your motherfucking feet in the ground. Do not have sneakers on and don't be on the concrete, okay? 'Cause that's what I did it 2 times in a building, and then I did it in nature, and it was completely different. I felt like yeah, man, I'm just saying, it was a power unlike anything that I've ever felt. So, life just became more interesting after that, you know? It just became a little more interesting to me after that. It showed me that this shit is a little more but it also showed me that my ego is almost a detriment. 'Cause here it is, I'm standing on who I claim that I am, but theoretically, I'm not him. I'm Himothy, but I ain't him, if that makes any sense. You know what I mean? I'm standing on some shit, but that's not really me though, you know? Scary, scary sight. But yeah, and try not to take a synthetic Bufu because they got the synthetic one because it comes from a frog and whatnot. They scrape the frog off. They scrape some type of like it's like a the frog has like secretions and whatnot, and they scrape the secretions off and they dry it into a powder and whatnot. You smoke the powder, but the toads are rare, and they've been basically when white people catch on to something, what do? They abuse it. So what have they been doing? They've been abusing the toads and they've been capturing them, and they basically ran the numbers down. So they went ahead and they created some shit in the lab and what. I'm not with the lab shit. I'm not co-signing no lab shit. I don't do nothing coming out of no damn lab because we not the lab people. You gotta let lab people do what lab people do. Leave that for the lab people. We not mankind. We humans, if anything. You feel me? They go that ego talking, you know? But it gave me a good lesson in ego and, it gave me a good lesson in the ego. The ego is definitely the mask, it's the false sense of who we are. It's not really us. but we utilize this shit to navigate our way through this quote unquote simulation. There's nothing wrong with it. It's not an evil thing. It's not holding us back. I don't know if you could even navigate through the world void of ego. You know what I mean? I don't know if you could do that. Here goes the smart ass. Did we build the pyramids on that shit or not? Why do we need that? Just checking in. You don't need anything. I'm like, once again, I'm talking about it because it's a part of the conversation. I am not soliciting it. It's not going to make you a better man. It's not going to make you a better woman. You're going to make yourself that. It's nothing external to you is going to quote unquote do that for you, right? However, on the quest of man, know thyself, because that is what I'm on. I'm on a quest. I'm on a journey and I don't I'm willing to do what it takes on this journey to discover parts of me. So before I pay some type of um money for a ticket to go outside of the quote unquote stratosphere, because you know they got flights where you could go to the moon and shit like that. They're setting that up where you could do interstellar traveling. Nah, I don't want that. I want to go inside. I wanna go interstellar. You know what I mean? I wanna travel inside. I wanna go inside of self because that is unexplored. That's the quote unquote, that's the darkness that niggas is scared of and whatnot. So, I'm doing my shadow work. I'm also doing some soul searching, and I'm also discovering parts of myself that may have been buried and whatnot. Nah, I can't give you that info. You like, I wanna access what you're no, no, that's not how that works. That's not how that works. And once again, that's how you niggas went ahead and had those shroom. Niggas went ahead and start taking acid, LSD, trying to copy niggas and run behind and trying to have no, that's not how that works. I'm not gonna be responsible for that. I could talk about some shit, but literally, I don't even know who I'm talking to. You're literally like, no disrespect at all, whoever I'm talking to on IG, but I don't even know you like that. You would have to you might I don't know if you have mental issues. I don't know what your temperament is. I don't know how far you are in your journey because a nigga will try to take the toll in the beginning of their journey. You didn't do shrooms yet. You didn't do ayahuasca yet. It's a hierarchy to this shit. It's like you can't just jump right into it. You have to work your way up the ladder. Don't cheat yourself. Because if you cheat yourself, if you try to take the fast way and sneak around, you will be one of thousands, maybe even millions throughout time who try to do that. And we know that that's not the way to do it. So I don't fuck with no acid. I shared with people that I fucked around and did that shit, and I regretted it. I regretted it, and I quickly jumped on the internet and was like, "Yo, see, people is talking about LSD." You know what I mean? Not realizing that y'all niggas was on chemicals. You know, that's that white boy shit. What I'm talking about is medicine, and it's not a chemical, it's natural, okay? Shrooms, natural, okay? Ayahuasca, natural. Toad, natural. This comes from nature. Peyote and all of that, natural. I don't promote no I don't know what you niggas is doing acid for in the first. I saw a video with a nigga Vlad. You niggas is on Vlad. Vlad was like, "Yeah, I became a DJ because I was at Burning Man and I took LSD and then I start playing a djembe drum." This nigga think he black. You know what I'm talking about? This nigga think he a Negro. I'm like, "Nigga, you need to take some LSD again and tell your ass stop interrogating people and find another a new fucking, a new profession." This ni Vlad is gonna become a fucking district attorney and work with Fannie and whatnot and send all you niggas up the river. You know what I'm talking about? So yeah, it's a lot of people in the chat room. They victims of these chemicals. You know what I'm saying? They victims of these chemicals, and they like, I tried acid. When I was 20, it was terrible. Yeah, nigga. Yeah, nigga. If you niggas eat pork, you know what I'm talking about, watch Pornhub, drink 40s and whatnot, sip on a case of Migos, and then you going to take LSD, you watching YouTube and World Star, or you playing video games, and I don't know what you was doing. I don't know what you was doing, but what I do know is that some people be out there experimenting and whatnot and don't know the right way to do shit. You're not sitting with none of the indigenous. You're not sitting with the legends. So yeah, we can't skip line. We cannot skip line. Niggas be on my top for that Scorpion. Pause. Pause. That's coming this year, but it has to come after I finish with these other projects respectfully. You know what I mean? Respectfully. That LSD had me when I say fucked up, uh, uh, it was not a pleasant trip. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know that the shit was like I didn't even I didn't know what I was getting myself in, you know. Everything is chemical. Alright, well, being that you say that, we talking about lab. This is coming out of a this is coming out of a lab, okay? This is coming out for a lab. King Tut, yeah, you gotta hit me up. I don't discuss prices on the, respectfully, you know what I mean? I don't do that on the internet. But, I'm getting a lot of feature requests, and that's a good thing, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting a lot of feature requests. You know, I'm just a teacher. I'm out here rapping for the you know what I mean? I'm rapping on people's albums. That's a good thing. You know, I'm honored. I'm honored. Yes, I thank you, Tap Peoples. I don't wanna be seen as the purveyor or the pusher of nothing outside of people's greatness. You know what I mean? But what I do know is that we all do what we do. You know what I mean? I'm here to let you know shrooms have made me a better person, okay? It helped me in my evolution and not my devolution, and I don't do it a lot, like, it ain't like I'm on that shit crazily, you know what I mean? I'm very, I do it in segments, and the Bufu, which I've done 3 times, yeah, that shit right there, you know what I mean? That's the truth. I shit you not. That's the truth. You said fasting to get you right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. To get you right. To get you right. And then I did ayahuasca, and that was also, it did what it's supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? This is part of my journey, though. You know what I mean? This is a part of my journey, my personal. What's the crypto looking like? Crypto was going crazy. The crypto was going dumb. You know what I mean? I was gonna do something either today or tomorrow with the good brother Chicago Crypto Block Bully because we're gonna announce the launch of our hedge fund. You know what I mean? And I can't really say that too much on the internet because boys is outside. But yeah, we got some shit coming for a hedge fund dealing with the crypto for everybody that wants to be a part of that. Just inquire because of SEC, I can't necessarily talk about shit like that online. You know what I mean? They real butthurt about regular people such as myself, um, shaking up these institutions and whatnot. So, they be hating, but we got you. 3.5 is the regular dose, yeah. Do you need to practice semen retention to achieve the Kundalini energy, Richfield? I haven't achieved Kundalini energy by spilling my seed. No. I got 2 cheat codes, okay? I got 2 cheat codes that can help you with your Kundalini, activation and whatnot. No, you do? Why are you saying that you don't have Tanya, are you a man? Do you even know what it feels like when you bust a nut? As a man, do you understand what that feels like? Can you relate? to a man, spilling his seed, y'all don't spill your seed. Understand, listen to the terminology. Spilling your seed. That don't sound powerful to me. There's nothing honorable about spilling your seed. They told you do not spend your energy. Do you know what spending your energy is? It's the same thing like spending your money. When you spend your money, you never get it back. Oh, you received the picture last night, MF Guard? You a legend. Yes, please post the unboxing of the artwork. I appreciate that. Yeah, no, we're not supposed to be spilling shit. We're not supposed to be spending anything. We're supposed to be circulating our dollar. You know what I mean? Here's the cheat code. Break day. Break day. If I break day sometimes and I don't go to sleep and I push myself into like, you know, maybe I broke day for 2 days straight, and I'm not gonna say that it definitely activated Kundalini, but it helped me with some breakthroughs. I was on the edge though, but it helped me with some breakthroughs. And also, of course, waking up while early, 4 AM, 5 AM and whatnot, and just being very creative from the inception and whatnot. But definitely semen retention, right? And when I say semen retention, what's a real Kundalini activator is if you're in that, like, people is like, I'm celibate and I'm practicing semen retention. No, nigga, you don't have where's your resistance coming from? Like, there's nothing pulling on your energy. So how the hell are you practicing a retention? To retention something, you gotta have that magnetic charge trying to pull it out of you. You know what I mean? Like you have to be engaged in some type of intercourse. And I'm not talking about with palmetto either, not with your palm, nigga. You gotta be dealing with some type of intercourse. There's some type of chemical romance that has to be taking place. It's not, palmetto can't create that chemical romance. There's a chemical romance that's gonna be taking place. And if you manage not to ejaculate and not to bust a nut, and you could retain that creative energy that's built up during intercourse, that is a sexual manifestation, creative energy. Go paint, nigga. You know what I mean? If you're a painter, go paint like Ving Rhames was painting the fucking stove in Baby Boy. Go paint butt naked, nigga. Get up from the box and go paint. You know what I mean? Go paint, my G. You would be surprised. If you got a home studio, go in the booth and just turn the beat on and start going off the top of your dome. You will make a fucking classic. Facts. Super facts. You know what I mean? Because you right there, you know what I mean? The energy is fresh. You know what I mean? You got that energy on you, your kundalini is rising and whatnot. You take that sexual creative energy and you do something with it other than spill it or spend it. Men, you are killing yourselves. We're dying slowly. Do you know every time we bust off, we die, right? Do you know that? They call it 1,000 deaths. Men dying 1,000 deaths. You know what I'm talking about? Somebody said you're not mature enough for this session. Shit, this is like PG-13. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I'm not one of the I don't get super raunchy. I don't get soup because I don't have to. I don't think that I have to go there. I'm not on some I'm not an OnlyFans model. I don't get raunchy with it, and I don't get cringeworthy with it either. Because I remember being at lectures and being in attendance, and I had to. I was in the audience, and I remember specific. This shit stayed in my memory, and it was like I heard somebody, and he won't be mentioned. He's in jail right now, and he was up there doing a lecture, and he was talking about how he be servicing his wife, like he was real wrong. And I promised myself from that day, I was like, look, I will never get in front of the people and be raunchy. I won't never be like that. I won't expose my sex life to the degree where I don't y'all don't need that much information. You know what I'm talking about? I don't need that much information. Yeah. The word orgasm means what? Little death. I'm not making this up.
So if the word orgasm means little death, how the fuck do you know more than the word orgasm? How do you know more than the etymology dictionary, nigga? They specifically said that for a reason. So you chasing an orgasm, well, goddamn it, you chasing your death. You know what I mean? Niggas die with their dick hard. Pardon me. I didn't even mean to say that. I didn't mean to go there. You know what I mean? It's not even dark outside yet. I'm sorry. But it's been said that people die, you know, with erections. You know what I mean? Orgasmic, you know? Oh, no, Tanya, it's all love. You know I'm a fool and whatnot. I will never try to. Nah, I didn't think that you try to diss us. You know what I mean? And salute to you. All mothers should definitely notice as well because y'all got these little babies and these little they not little no more, right? These young men. These young men. They have these young men in the house, and these young men is locking the door and they tapping into the world of sensory deprivation. Okay. They tapping into this world of stimuli and whatnot through social media, which hypersexualize and whatnot. You know, people is getting what they gotta get. They gonna get it like they gonna get it how they live, you know. So we're just giving some type of enlightenment and whatnot to the opposite side and whatnot. And you know, we be in class when y'all tell us about certain things that are sacred to y'all and whatnot. We're all ears because we want to learn. We want to learn. Like I'm sure that this information is not going to sit well with a lot of people who are not sexually disciplined, and they're going to see me as the energy and feel like I'm attacking them. However, I'm not. You know what I mean? I'm not, and I don't know everything. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know everything. You want? Do you have any tips to stay away from porn and tips for seeking retention? Yeah, I mean, God damn it. Uh, throw your phone away. Niggas like I don't. You know, cut your hand off. I don't know what to tell you, man. Wear gloves, wear mittens, my nigga. Like how to I don't know. I don't know, bro. I don't know. However, it's been said that ayahuasca helps with porn addiction. It's said that ayahuasca breaks addictions, right? And Ebola, but they said that ayahuasca and they said that shroom therapy and whatnot help with the addiction. Now, I just posted a video yesterday with Dr. Umar, right? The King Kong of consciousness, the man's in them. He said that a lot of people who are called promiscuous, a lot of people who are promiscuous, right? They show traits of what? Emotional damage, right? People who are emotionally damaged, what happens? They get into promiscuity. Okay. Let me go ahead and just share the screen. Epic. Let's just go and see what people listening.
Do you want to know why?
Dang.
Why is that?
Emotionally traumatized people require constant validation from others.
Mm.
You married to a woman who's been traumatized, abuse, abandonment, whatever. When you're not around her for too many days, she has to entertain another man because her trauma dictates constant validation. And constant validation means I must have a man in my personal space. You ever date a woman who was crazy about you? She absolutely loved you, so you thought. It was really addiction.
Yeah.
When you finally let her go, when you finally got her to stop stalking you, she ended up with another man like that. And your ego took a hit. You said, wait a minute. I know that woman was crazy about me. Climbed in my window, came to my... You understand? She was... She was crazy about your presence in her life. And the minute you distance yourself from her life, she found a replacement without a problem. Emotionally damaged people are promiscuous because they cannot go without constant validation.
They need
Emotionally damaged people are always sexually promiscuous. Let me say this again. If you are traumatized, if you are emotionally damaged, you are promiscuous. And do you want to know why?
Dang.
Why is that?
Emotionally traumatized people require constant validation from others. You
Mm.
married to a woman who's been traumatized, abuse, abandonment, whatever. When you're not around her for too many days, she has to entertain another man because her trauma dictates constant validation. And constant validation means I must have a man in my personal space. This, you ever date a woman who was crazy about you? She absolutely loved you, so you thought. It was really addiction.
Yeah.
When you finally let her go, when you finally got her to stop stalking you, she ended up with another man like that.
Mm,
And your ego
yes.
took a hit. You said, wait a minute. I know that woman was crazy about me. Climbed in my window, came to my. You understand? She was. She was crazy about your presence in her life. And the minute you distance yourself from her life, she found a replacement without a problem. Emotionally damaged people are promiscuous because they cannot go without constant validation.
They need
Emotionally damaged people are always sexually promiscuous. Let me say this again. If you are traumatized, if you are emotionally damaged, you are promiscuous. And do you want to know why?
Why is that?
Emotionally traumatized people require constant validation.
I'm going hard. I'm going hard. How do y'all feel about that statement? You know, I know it's very controversial. People had a lot to say. Like, I don't know what he talking about. How y'all feel about that? You know, is he on point? Is he accurate? Somebody said, "Tell me you a Leo without telling me you're a Leo." You know, so those statements right there. Somebody said, you know, it's general. It has a level of generalization to it, but you know, it's not totally without merit. And I don't want to be quote unquote, you know, I don't want to paint everybody with that brush, but it's definitely it has merit to it. You know, there's a lot of healing that I feel takes on. Yes, half truth. I agree with that. He is a psychologist. He's a doctor, right? So you know, doctors diagnose their patients not with one-liners. You know what I mean? We can't take this little clip and you can't take this clip that he gave and sum it up. You know what I mean? That's not a proper diagnosis. You know, if you would see any type of professional and whatnot, they couldn't give you a diagnosis in 1 minute. So we deserve to hear more from the brother so he could go a little bit deeper and a little bit further down a rabbit hole with that information that he's sharing. I'm even gonna reach out to the good brother. You know what I mean? You know, he don't fuck with the conscious divinity from New York too tough. But we'll see if we can get Dr. Umar back on Know the Lord because that is one of the alumni. He did start out with the God. I'm talking about back in the day. So, you know, that's interesting. But you know, when you look around on social media, it does look like a lot of people are crying out for attention, and a lot of people are out here crying out for companionship, and a lot of people are trauma bonding and what feel me? A lot of people are trauma bonding and whatnot. And you know, and it seems like attention, especially the fact that we live in the attention economy, live in this age of unprecedented attention. People have never received the attention that they're receiving in these days and times. There was never a time ever where people were able to receive the gaze of so many people in one time. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go see the Book of Clarence. I'm gonna go see the Book of Clarence. You know what I'm talking about? I'm definitely gonna see that very soon. Not tonight, it'll be tomorrow. Narcissism must be addressed in our community. Shit. Mm, yeah, that's interesting. Interesting. I would say a lot of people help to feed the narcissistic demons and a lot of these quote unquote people or these celebrities that y'all follow online, the thought leaders, the people who, if a person comes and they like, yo, I'm God, I'm the most honorable, da, 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 and they running down all of this, and I'm this and I'm that, and they gave themselves those titles. Yeah, you're dealing with, that's the telltale sign that you're gonna be dealing with somebody of a narcissistic nature and whatnot. And you know, it could affect you personally. You know what I mean? You don't want to deal with all of these teachers that have delusions of grandeur, because that could begin to affect you in the way that you move and whatnot, and how you project yourself to other people, and how you see yourself and whatnot. Not to say that it's a bad thing, not to say that it's a bad thing, but it's a thin line. There's a thin line. So once again, and I'm saying this again, and I'm gonna keep saying this. Social media is for characters, and characters are narcissistic. What do you mean by that? What I mean by that is that this is the matrix. You understand? This ain't real life. This is the internet. I'm talking about. This is a place for your alter ego and your egos to have fun. Why did Cat Williams go super viral with quote unquote Shannon Sharp? Because he got on Shannon Sharp's show and he was able to tell his life story. We don't know his life story. We only know Cat in the Hat, the character. So nobody cares about your life story until you make that shit interesting. I don't give a fuck about your real life. It doesn't interest me. That don't get no benefit of what's your character? What role do you play in the matrix? You know what I mean? I'm not coming on the internet trying to meet the real version of you. I'm not gonna fool myself. Why? And it's nothing personal towards anybody. And I'm not disrespecting anybody on the internet being authentically themselves and their true self and whatnot. I'm just here to let you know, if you gave the internet your true self, what the fuck do you have for yourself? What do you go home to? What do you unplug and become? What do you put the fucking microphone down and you take the glasses and the headphones off? What are you going home to? If you gave the whole world, all of you don't have anything left. What are you doing it for? You on the internet trying to be your real self? For who, weirdo? Who? I'm just really me. I'm authentically me. Charleston White, although he is who he is, he's a polarizing figure and people love and hate him and whatnot. He opened up my eyes to a lot of shit, bro. He opened up his mentor called Pops, an older elder who I really want to interview. I want to interview Pops before Charleston White. That's the person that taught him. He's in his 80s and whatnot, and he has old man wisdom. He's down in Texas. I gotta make a move down to Dallas Fort Worth and pull up on Pops. And if anybody knows Pops and could get me that interview, set it up. But Charleston White, he opened up my eyes to this shit. He like, look, I'm a character on the internet. I'm not giving you niggas my real life. I'm not giving you my real self. Why? I'm a character. I'm here to play this game. And that's what social media is. That's what social network is. And that's what these apps are for. It's not for your real life. Why don't you let your ego breathe for a minute? Or your alter ego? Why don't you let some of those 8 personalities have a fucking say? You know what I mean? Without being embarrassed and whatnot. Why don't you create a faceless channel and let your ego, you're a Gemini. It's like 3 of you. Why don't you create a faceless channel and let your alter ego reign over there? Why don't you create a page and just make it for your alter ego? You could wear one of them fucking bunny masks if you embarrassed and whatnot. They got AI. You could make an AI avatar. Why don't you because your mental health is suffering trying to be real on the internet? You're not even allowing your other personalities to breathe. That's why people like the actors in Hollywood. That's why even though they have some form of, they kind of sus and whatnot, they on this path of, complete, artistic freedom and whatnot, where they are taking on these roles and they're jumping into these different people and they're becoming, they're becoming new personas and shit like that, right? And they're falling into character, right? And by falling into character, they become a character. But the only reason that they became that character and got that role because that character already existed inside of them. It's one of their personalities. They just brought it forth in the audition, and that personality read the fucking part. And it was like Cinderella's shoe in a slipper. It was like Cinderella's foot fitting in a slipper. They're not channeling these, Cat Williams said when he read for Money Mike, in the movie the next Friday and whatnot, 200 people came before him to read for the part. What does that mean? What it means is they were not able to channel the Money Mike or the pimp that lies dormant inside of them. He did. He said that he studied for the role before he got it, right? And he was inspired by pimps, so he had a little bit of pimp in him, right? So he pulled that pimp to the forefront, and that's who read for the part. Okay. Some people got killers inside of them. Some people got whores inside of them. Some people got wizards inside of them. Some people have geniuses inside of them. Some people have entities from other dimensions that really want to just talk. They want to breathe and whatnot. If you take shrooms, the right amount of shrooms, you could bring out certain entities that exist inside of you and they'll start talking. You ever seen that? You know what I mean? You ever went through that? You ever been around somebody and they was on plant-based medicine and they start speaking in tongues or they start speaking in a whole nother language, right? So we cannot be so judgmental about what we see on the internet. This is the new TV. This is we are on. I'm broadcasting right now. What does that mean? That means that when your parents grew up and they heard war. I don't know. Some of your parents is like young as fuck. But back in the days, they had a thing called War of the Worlds when they first started getting into radio and whatnot. And people thought War of the Worlds was real, and they were panicking because the shit came across the radio like there was an alien invasion, and people thought that they really had got invaded, right? But no, that was them broadcasting. They were on a broadcast channel and whatnot, and they were broadcasting to the world whatever their intellectual property, whatever they created to receive the level of impact that they were anticipating because they knew what they were going to get the type of response, right? And they threw it out there. Then fast forward when you see somebody on television, on the daily news, or the nighttime news, the evening news, reality shows, talk shows, they're broadcasting. They're on broadcast channels called ABC, NBC, CBS. So now, like I said, this is something that has never been done before, where you could go and broadcast around the world in real time from your phone, right? And I'm not owned by CBS. I don't have a contract with Fox 5. Like you could become everything that you wanted to become, right? Because the middleman, the heavy lifting has already been done. You have access to 8 people, 80 people, 800 people, 8,000 people, 80,000 people, 8,000,000 people, right? In real time. There's no directors, there's no producers, there's no weird agenda from Hollywood. There's no middleman in between me and you right now, right? There's no middleman in between me and you right now. So if I really wanted to, I could put a green screen up. I could put a wire attached to me, and I literally could fly right in front of you niggas and be like, "Yo, Red Pill is literally on the internet out here flying and whatnot." He flew over Carisha's house and gave her a golden shower. You know what I mean? It's the flying fucking. It's like a cloud. Red Pill is like a golden cloud. I mean, I could do anything that I want. It's just as far as my mind can take me based off of, you know, uh, how far my mind expands, right? Based off of my meditation, based off of what I done drank whatever tea that I sipped on, based off of breathing techniques, based off of a book that I read. It's so many parables. There's so many possibilities. I could be anything that I want. I could be anything that I want. That's what the internet is, and that's what we're not factoring in. We are not on the internet doing what the fuck the internet was built for, or at least what we call Web 2.0. Not just the internet, it's not the internet, it's Web 2.0, social media age, social media. We're going into Web 3 right now, but while we still on Web 2.0, and then Web 3.0 is even gonna be heavier into characters and avatars because we're entering into VR, AR, SR, spatial reality, augmented reality, and virtual reality. I'm not gonna be regular me in a virtual world. That's boring. I'm not trying to be regular degular. I'm trying to be a fucking avatar. I'm trying to be an avatar. I'm trying to be a motherfucking entity. I wanna be a Neteru. I wanna fly, I wanna shoot fire, I wanna finish niggas like, Mortal Kombat. I wanna get over here, I wanna pull people close with a fucking hook and a chain. I wanna behead people, you feel me? I wanna do all of that. I wanna sink a few continents if I can. I wanna sink a few countries into the fucking, Red Sea. I wanna push a country into the Red Sea. You know what I mean? That's what I wanna do on the internet. It never was about keeping it real. What the fuck? You don't even know what real is. It's keeping it real. Keep it real with yourself. I can only be me, yo. That's the only way. Alright. So who are you? That's the thing. Who are you? And can you curate who you are? Because at the end of the day, you all are characters. You're not who you think you are. You're in your fucking ego. You're all characters. Here to let you know, you're not who you think you are. You all are characters. So be the best character that you can be. You're a fucking avatar. You're not a person. You're not real. You're an avatar. You're a projection. You're your ego. You're who your mama told you you was. You're none of that. You're none of that. You'll find that out the day that you die. Hopefully, you'll find that out before you die, but you're none of that. Not any one of that. You think that you're your name? You think you're from where you think you're that person? You think you're that age that you say that you are? You think you're that ethnicity? You're that no, that's none of you. You're none of that. So, once again, Mr. I keep it super real, you're not even fucking real, bro. So cut it out. You don't gotta prove nothing to me. You know what I mean? You don't gotta prove nothing to me. But I'm here to let you know you taking yourself too serious. It's not even that serious. Why is it called a government name? Because it's on your government documents. That's why. It's on your government documents, but you're not real. You're not real. Why don't you why don't you bend the spoon, my nigga? Why don't you walk through a wall? Why don't you bend the spoon? Why don't you shoot a fireball? Why don't you fly? You're restricted right now because you're so real. You're keeping it so real that you can't even bend the spoon because real niggas don't bend spoons, right? Real niggas don't bend spoons. Real niggas don't walk through walls. I'm here to let you know that you can do anything that you wanna do. I could do magic. Anything that you put your mind to. Anything that you put your mind to. We live in a time where you're gonna see people walking through walls. You're gonna see people flying. I would suggest that you break the programming right now because if life breaks it for you, you're gonna you're gonna break, it might break your brain, it might break your mind, it might have you out here talking to yourself with no Bluetooth. You'll have a breakdown, not a breakthrough. You could fuck around and have a breakdown because they're about to reveal some shit that if you're not prepared, if you're not necessarily if you don't have the proper preparation, your ass might lose it. You might lose it. You might lose it. You need to I mean, hey, I'm not, everybody can't take what they're about to see, you know? And our minds, yes, our most powerful asset that we possess is our minds. I wouldn't even say our brains, because the mind is not the brain, it's the mind. You lose your mind, you lose everything. You lose the mind, you lose everything. That's why I was like, yo, you know, uh, protect your mind. Don't fuck around with no acid. Don't fuck around with no chemicals coming out of no lab, because don't fuck around and you niggas smoking angel dust because you heard the word angel in it and you thought that it could give you some wings, you know? But no, you are you have to protect your mind at all costs. You do not want to quote unquote play around with nothing that is mind altering where you might not be able to get your mind back. You do not want that, my friend. I don't even want that for you. I promise you. I don't want that for nobody out there. You know what I mean? Because that's one of the most scariest and one of the most debilitating feelings that you could go through. I promise you. For whatever hours that I was on that LSD and a nigga mind was out of here, man, that's not it right there. The shrooms is definitely a go, 'cause it's not from the lab. It's a medicine. I talk about medicine for the people that need it. Because to be honest with you, they say that your true self is your higher self that you will eventually meet on your journey and whatnot. And there's versions of what you consider your true self, but those versions of yourself change constantly and whatnot, the same way that a caterpillar will change into a butterfly. So what you believed 10 years ago, do you still believe it? What you were standing on 2 years ago, do you stand on it? Money ain't real too. So the question is, what are you really selling your soul for? Fame, attention, and people think that they're getting out of poverty, not realizing when they butt break you, right? For the men, when they butt break you, because that's how they take your soul. They take your soul from behind. There's nobody who lost their soul that didn't get donkey fucked by another man. Okay? Let's just be clear. That's how they take your soul, by breaking your manhood and tapping into your soul. Like how Cat Williams said, he had to move through a room full of vultures in order to keep his motherfucking most sacred asset, right, from being taken from him, and that was his manhood. And for the women, they rat pack you, okay? They break you with about 8 niggas in you. That's how they break your soul, and that's how they sell your soul, put you in a mason jar. They Jeffrey Epstein you, and they trying to get you at a very young age. You know what I'm saying? But they cast it, they put you they break you, okay? And I don't wanna get graphic with it either, but that's what they out there doing. You have to allow them to break you into pieces in order for you to even be around them like that, you know? I don't trust nobody's out of the smoke shop at all, you know? I don't trust no gummy, no shrooms out of no damn smoke shop. I don't even trust the flowers like that too, you know? I don't even trust them flowers like that too. So you gotta move wisely with that. You know what I mean? You gotta move wisely with that. We got a pack coming. We got some strains that we about to release, so we'll keep you updated about that. You know what I mean? Um, yeah, I'm not gonna be going too far, about an hour and a half, and then I'm out of here. I have something tonight at 9 p.m. with my good brother Philosophical. Let me see if I could share the flyer. I'll be on his YouTube channel, and we're gonna be having an interesting conversation and whatnot about hip hop and some other things and whatnot. I was on the show last week and I had a good time there, so I will return for the invitation and we're gonna do what we gotta do. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do what we gotta do. We're gonna lay it down. Uh, Let me pull the flyer up so y'all could you know about it. You can go check it out. Mm-mm. It's called Hip Hop Culture and Consciousness featuring Rich Phil. All right. If my guy, if you in the chat right now, drop your link so they could go and follow you. You know what I'm talking about? Dr. Umar spoke about the weed being doctored up. Well, before Dr. Umar, it was Dr. Wesley Muhammad. Gotta give props to Wesley Muhammad. You know what I'm talking about? Wesley came and gave us the whole conspiracy, the weed thing, how they putting all of these chemicals in it and whatnot. Can you retire? I was gonna do the hanging mic. Pause. So he said the last time you shroom, you drank vodka with it. Can you explain why you did that? Can you explain why you took vodka with your shroomies? You on your you 21 Savage, you doing Casamigos and shrooms because that's what they in Atlanta doing. You know what I mean? And they be like, "Yeah, I had a bad trip." You don't say. You don't say. Really, you don't say. Niggas that take shrooms and then go to the food truck and get some like, you know, some impossible chitlins and be like, "Yeah, I didn't have a good trip." Nigga, cause you tripping. You know what I'm talking about? Cause you literally tripping. You don't do that. You don't mix the boomies with the Casamigos. That's in a rap song. You a regular drinker. I get it, King. I get it, but when you do certain things, because keep in mind, these are shrooms, so they're working on your intestines and they're picking up on everything inside the body and whatnot. You feel me? It's picking up on all of that. So that fermented is picking up on, yeah, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully, you don't want to do that. You want your body, you want your vessel to be clean when you take medicine so it could work on, you know, it's gonna work on you really want it to work on your second brain, which is in your stomach. That's really where it's gonna work on. It's gonna go down your system and it's gonna hit that second brain. That's when your ass start going through your motherfucking journey and whatnot. Should you watch a movie on shrooms? It depends on what the movie is. Do not watch Prometheus on no goddamn shrooms. You might wanna watch an animation, watch something that you watched as a child, because what the shrooms is helping is your childhood trauma. I do the shrooms and I watch Saturday cartoons. Should you detox? Yes, yes. If you detox, let's say that you went on a fruit fast and whatnot for 72 hours and then you did the boomies and whatnot. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You feel me? Yeah, yeah, definitely. You're gonna experience something that you wouldn't experience if you just, you know, went and ate a Popeyes meal and then went home and did shrooms. I think jazz may be the best music to listen to on plant-based medicines. Imma copy your thing and Imma paste it if you don't mind, T-Coy, right? This is from T-Coy, you know what I'm saying? Decoy say, "Mushrooms take everything in the back of your brain and put it in front of your face. I love to listen to jazz when I'm taking a mushroom. Take it on an empty stomach." Yeah, Heathcliff, I watch G.I. Joe, I watch Transformers, I watch Thundercats, I watch He-Man, and by watching them, I'm able to pick up on the program. I'm like, "Oh, they was going in on us. Damn." Henceforth, why I say while I was saying that, you're gonna watch Dark Crystal. You what's your sign, King Tut the 4th? What is your sign, bruh? You on the ledge. Your new name is Know the Ledge. You really on the ledge. You don't know about what is your sign? But John Coltrane, jazz music, Gil Scott-Heron, a little bit of Gil Scott, some Coltrane, some Dizzy Gillespie, all of that is the GOAT. Some Max Roach, you know what I mean? It's something about that jazz, that dope fiend era jazz. Yeah, that shit'll take you into another dimension. Andre 3000 album is also a breakthrough on the shrooms because I believe that he made it on some type of plant-based medicine, and it also has those healing frequencies in it too, okay? You said Donald Byrd, you a Sag, figures, it figures, you know what I'm talking about? It figures, you know? You wanna watch The Ninth Gate? I'm just saying, like, put on your helmet, you know what I'm talking about? Put on your helmet, bro. Like, you in the occult, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna dissuade you and say, "Don't run from it." You don't run from anything. If you're gonna do Dark Crystal on shrooms, put your helmet on, you know? As far as I'm going, it's Fraggle Rock. I'm just stopping at Fraggle Rock. Because to be honest with you, Dark Crystal, when I was coming up, that shit was Professor Griff new shit is beautiful on shrooms. Yes. He has the Affirmation album, and yes, he has it on 532, I believe. That shit is beautiful. I heard that sober. I didn't have no shrooms, and I was tapped in. Maya, yeah, anybody that wanna know about the plant-based, you just gotta inbox me, you know what I'm talking about? You gotta inbox me. I'll send you in a direction. Like I said, we have a THCA strain coming. If you don't know what THCA is, go and Google it. It's a little more healthier than average THC. This THCA is slightly medicinal. It's closer to the hemp family, and it doesn't become THC until it meets fire. So you could utilize it for you could eat it, you know what I mean? You just can't put fire to it. Once you put fire to it, if you wanna get high, if you wanna get right, you put fire to it. If you don't, if you want it for its healing modalities, then you do something else with it, you know what I mean? But we got those packs coming very, very soon. Instead of Delta 44, it's going to be it's not Delta. The new packs is not Delta, it's THCA. So look out for that. What's the highest dose? Yeah, 10. I was on Pluto. I was on Pluto. You finally got in my Patreon. Low key, you put out a lot of information. Thank you, Jason. Low key, I need everybody on the live right now to click on the especially if you on the YouTube, click on the link, click on the link and go sign up to that Patreon. You know what I'm talking about? Click on the link and sign up to the Patreon. It's free. It's free. You know, don't take nothing from you. It's free, you know. Okay, you wanna see the movie that I talked about that was like the book Dirt, The Social Uses and Abuses of Filth? That movie is called Parfume. Par not perfume, Parfume, and that shows you the filth of Europe and how they allege that somebody created perfume because it was so stinky in Europe in the 1700s where they didn't have no public restrooms and whatnot, and the kings and the queens lived in a barn. Right? And they said you could smell the Europeans from miles away. Henceforth, while when they came to America, our people didn't die from smallpox. They died from big stinky white folk odor. That's what they died from. They died from motherfucking from the funk. You've never taken shrooms before? Is it best to take it with a reliable person, family, friend, member, or friend? Do not take it with a family member. They're gonna call the motherfucking, ambulance if you start, if you start exhibiting anything outside of the norm. You will wanna take it with a shaman at first, somebody that could sit with you know? Somebody that could that could sit with you. My IG is Phil Moreland. Yeah, yeah, somebody say, "I see you got hip to that." Yeah, I got hip to that real quick. I'm on it. Yeah, dig, I'm on it. I ain't playing with it. So we riding this one till the wheels fall off because low key they about to legalize the whole. The they about to drop it to Schedule 3. They're about to drop marijuana to Schedule 3, and then they're gonna have to legalize it and free the bros. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna have to free the bros and whatnot. They can't do it right away. You know what I mean? They can't do it right away. There goes my IG Indo. It's Phil underscore Moreland. They got so many people that they would have to let out of the feds in the state and whatnot. They have to do it gradually, but they are going to definitely legalize it. What does Joe Biden and the Democrats? What can they don't have anything to run on. What are they running on? They're gonna have to sign up all of them illegal people as Democrats in order to win. What are they running on? You know? You said Sensei Heru, I love shrooms, but they are fungus. They are technically poison. Have you seen that documentary on Netflix? Look, you eat a lot of poison in life. You don't talk about what you talking about? You know? It ain't that no, it's not a poison. I don't see it as no damn poison. It's a necessary poison. You feel me? If it is one, it's a necessary one, you know? It's building up your synapses. You ever did shrooms and felt like your brain was healed? I know my shit be feeling like it's healed. Like I done connected parts of the brain that wasn't connected before. I never woke up feeling lethargic after a trip. I can't say the same for a night out on the town when I get slizzard and whatnot and shit faced. You know what I mean? I woke up before after smoking some badass weed and felt like my fucking brain was rattled and whatnot. I never, ever felt like that on those shrooms, you know? Man, that fucking cheeseburger is poison. You know what I mean? Them plastic, that water out of the plastic bottle is more poison, I would say, you know? But yeah, them smoke shop shrooms, that is not it. Don't fall for that one. I mean, let alone the smoke shop. Sometimes I get flowers from the smoke shop. I ain't gonna sit here and just hummer stunt like the shit is convenient, but that ain't it. You feel me? Yeah, I gotta you if you want anything from me, you gotta come to my inbox. I can't just be sending shit out like that. You gotta knock on the door and I'll open it. You know what I'm talking about? Them shrooms definitely have you feeling upgraded. I don't know what y'all been doing, but them shits is a upgrade, you know what I mean? And once again, I do it in moderation. They blessed me with a big ass candy bar on Monday. Imma show it to you. Now it's upstairs in the refrigerator. A shroom. Shout out to my dude. Let me tag him. Where's his card? That's a matter of fact. Get this nigga lit right now. He hit me with the pack. He hit me with the candy bar. And yeah, like I said, I do it in moderation. I haven't done it in months. So it's just time for it. It's like you know how you do a seasonal cleanse? I hit Yaki up today and I asked him for the detox, right? I want to deworm, I want to detox, I want to get rid of any parasites that I may have. Cause who the fuck, how do I know if I got parasites in me or not? So I'm doing the detox, and after the detox, and I'm doing the shrooms. You feel me? Can you OD on them? There's nobody that in history that has OD'd on shrooms. You can't find that, I don't think, in the books. Nobody has ever they OD on them pills though. They OD on that damn drink though. You feel me? They do that. Smoke, you got a smoke shop? Okay, hit me up. We got flowers. What you saying? What you saying? KT said you gotta do a 7-day fast. Girl, hey, I mean, when it comes to the medicine and stuff like that, I would say that KT's word would be a little more, credible than mine. Not to take anything away from my word, but, KT is like a scientist, you know what I'm saying? This the shit that he do. You feel me? I'm not gonna step on his toes, so I'll listen to what he say. You could drop the link to watch this brother talk about the suicidal mushroom. He would take 25 to 30 grams. He does a lecture. You mean Baba Kalindi, the OG, who we had on our show since 2012? You mean him? Mhm. You and Blue inspired for that black don't crack. Yeah, I get it from my mama though. You know what I'm saying? If I didn't have my mama's genes, I would be looking like I'll be more older in the face. I look like one of these project niggas because I've been through a lot. So if I look like what I went through, nigga, I would scare some of y'all. You know what I'm talking about? Literally, I would definitely scare some of y'all. So, you know, my mama, she is to take all of that credit. Definitely not my dad. He's a good looking man and whatnot. Shout out to my pops. You know, but that nigga looks his age. How about that? And we contributed to that. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, me and Blue contributed to that. So I can't talk crazy about him because we helped to speed up his aging process with all of the fuck shit that we was doing growing up. Yeah. But he holding on, you know what I'm talking about? He's still out there sniping aunties and whatnot. He holding on. You know what I'm talking. He can't tell my dad that his shit that he's not that he's not Himothy. You know what I'm talking about? You can't tell him that he's not Himothy. He ain't trying to hear that shit. How do you get better skin? I get facials. You know what I mean? I get facials. What's that? Rice with rice. You know what I mean? Things like that. My daughter actually has my daughter Pink Pill, she got some facial products that I've been using. She sent me some shit, you know what I mean? She's getting into her product line, you know? She's getting into her product line, so I've been using a little bit of her little washes and whatnot. She did my face when I went to see her. You said grandpa on cougars. What you mean? Yeah. What else he supposed to do? What else he supposed to do? You know? Who else he supposed to get on? I'm trying to figure it out. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, he be having them, you know what I'm saying? I go to my father's house, he'll be on the phone with my ex-girlfriend. Like, my dad, I don't know where he put at, and I didn't really I'm not giving it too much thought, but do any of y'all fathers chop it up with your exes? Like, and yeah, they, like, beyond Facebook friends? They, like, exchange gifts and whatnot, and you know what I mean? And then I'm seeing all of these Maury Povich shows and whatnot. I don't know, you know what I mean? I don't know, you know what I'm saying? You know, I don't think that my pops hit below the belt like that, but who the fuck knows? You know what I'm talking about? Who knows? You know what I mean? Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Who the fuck knows? You know what I'm saying? But does anybody pops do that? 'Cause mine does. It Oh, yeah, the rose quartz roller. Yes, I have a face roller. I have a face roller. Yeah, my pops keeps real close to my exes. Dead ass. And he got pictures of them in his office, and I never questioned him about all of that, but I don't know, when I think about it, I'm like, "Damn, I that's some different shit." Because when I'm not gonna call my son's ex-girlfriend, I don't give a fuck how cool she is. Like, I'm not staying in touch with her. Like, what do we have? You gonna talk because she's just gonna be talking to me about my son. So, maybe he's giving them the ear and whatnot so they could talk about me. I don't know. It's just maybe my ego. Maybe he's just but my dad is cool though. He's very cool. He's a teacher. So he has that, he's a Libra. He's a very welcoming energy. It's like, wisdom and whatnot. He's giving them that he's giving old might be giving them uncle whatnot. I'm not gonna bother in it. I'm not gonna look too far in it. You know what I'm talking about? I'm not gonna look too far in it. I don't have a problem with it, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? This is all one village. You know what I'm saying? I really don't have a problem with it. My dad is cool, so it ain't like he's some creep or anything. So, he cool, man. He cool. He cool, man. He cool. You gotta let him live. You know what I'm talking about? You got to let your pops live, man. You gotta let your people live, man. You go Papa Phil, you go Papa Phil, you know what I'm talking about? You know? I just better never hear nothing. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I never had my spider senses never went off, like something funny was happening, like, you know what I mean? Is that Shorty's bag right there? But I better never hear nothing. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know what I would do, but I just better never hear nothing. But, it's all good, man. Yeah, your rose quartz been in the freezer. Break that bitch out. 'Cause mine's definitely is in the freezer too. You know what I'm talking about? Mine is definitely in the freezer. Matter of fact, I'm trying to get my dad I've been trying he's not acquiescing to it because, you know, I'm trying to get him on an episode where I'm like, cause 'cause I'll be like, "Yo, dad, I wanna do a podcast with you." And then he thinks that I'm on some Dr. Umar woke shit, and he's like, "Nah, I'm good. I don't wanna talk about Africa." And I'm like, "Damn, that's not what I talk about." Like, you know what I'm saying? Stop trying to generalize me. I'm not a woke nigga. Like, "Can I interview you?" He's like, "About what?" I'm like, "Just your light." He's like, "Hell no." I might have to go through one of my ex-girlfriends and have them tell him, like, "Let your son interview you because, you know, uh" it's the people wanna know. You know what I mean? It's good content. It'll be good content. You'll just see me getting, like, totally cursed out sometimes in an interview, and you'll just hear somebody stunting on me, but don't worry about it. You know what I'm talking about? It's just my pops. That's what they do. That's what pops be doing, right? You know? He be trying to little bro the kid. Did you feel the shift on Monday, Rich Phil? Yes. Yes. I did feel the shift. It felt like there was a shift that took place. You know what I'm talking about? It definitely I feel like 2024 in it of itself is a shift, When that ball dropped, shit started shifting for me. So, you know, it's things are moving in the right direction. I'm willing it into existence. I'm standing on that. There's nothing else that can go. It can't go any other direction but up at this point. Do you see everything being exposed? Do you see everything being exposed? Do you see everything falling in front of us? Like, they're lifting the veils like an MFer. Any Patreons in the building? Shout out to the Patreons. We're gonna be doing the, AI. I got 40 AI and a mule, 2 classes left. We're gonna be picking that up from tomorrow. We're gonna do that tomorrow, and we might end it on Sunday. I'll let you know, and I'll keep you updated. But there's a lot of information and a lot of new information and a lot of new breakthroughs that came out in the past 7 to 14 days in the world of AI, and everybody needs to know about that. I'm actually gonna start uploading some videos on my IG to show you some of the new tools and some of the new breakthroughs and how I apply it and give y'all the opportunity to learn yourself, not because one of the things that, we could do in this time when this window of opportunity is open is teach our children and we can learn for ourselves about this lucrative new technology that has quote unquote changed the world forever. Okay. Yep. Yep. Have I heard 21 Savage album? Nah. Cause I seen his first song and it said Red Rum, and it's niggas in London where they have a fucking murder issue about young children stabbing each other with machetes and swords and whatnot. And this nigga has a song called Red Rum in London, in the UK. And I'm like, fam, that's what we doing. That's what we doing. I don't, I be wanting to support these niggas, but I just can't. It's like I don't want my energy to that shit, bro. I don't want my energy attached to that shit. You know what I mean? I don't see no difference in what he's doing. He's helping to promote the goddamn the body count in the UK. These is babies killing each other, mind you. He's 15, 16, 17. He's merging the Atlanta ignorant negative shit with the fucking tragedy that's going on in the UK with the drill. So I didn't hear the whole album. He probably has some woke shit. He probably got some good music and whatnot. Shout out to 21, you know? But I ain't gonna, yeah, he showed it in the music video. I'm not putting my energy. I'm listening to Holy Ghost religiously. You know what I'm saying? Until somebody else's shit convinces me otherwise. After that, I'll be listening to the Pills Got Something to Say. And then after that, more than likely, Red Winter. You know what I mean? So I'm not really fucking with too many artists and their music right now. I just want their beats. You know what I mean? I just want their beats so I can beat 'em, you know? The music shit ain't moving me. Like I said, especially after listening to what Brother Rich and them put out, like my stomach is full. My stomach is full. If your bars is not fucking with that, yeah, I gotta listen to Ampu shit. If your bars is not on that level, I'm not. We not locked in. So I'm doing a little bit of AJ McQueen. I'm listening to Gray. I'm listening to Ampu. I'm listening to Free Soul, and I'm fucking with Campana right now. You know what I mean? And other little things, but that's basically in my rotations. And of course, the mixtape that we just did that hasn't come out. It will be out very soon. You dig? So somebody said that monotone trash. Yeah, this nigga don't even change up his flow. You know what I mean? Like, how many times you gonna hear him talk about his wood and how he's killing niggas? Come to find out, he ain't doing none of that. Well, I don't know. You know, allegedly they out here stepping on shit, but I don't know. You didn't hear that from me. You know, you don't listen to rap these days. I hear that. So, with that being said, I'm gonna wind it down, guys. You know, there's a link in the IG for the Patreon. Once again, it's free to join. You will be you will be joined. You'll be in good company. You want to go where everybody knows your name. You'll be surrounded by some very mature and intellectually um thinkers. Okay. That's my Patreon family. We call them KT aliens. These are very eager students, okay, who are doing monumental things. You know what I mean? Like my students always inbox me and hit me to a lot of shit that they're doing and whatnot. So they're real active. They take the information and they apply it. You know what I mean? They take this information and they apply it. They took the information that we brought them with Chicago blockchain, Chicago Bitcoin bully, and this was in like March, April, May of 2023. We came through talking about crypto and they applied it. And now they are dressed for the party and they're ready for the bull run. Right. You know what I mean? So look out for the flyer. I'm gonna put a flyer up for when me in Chicago go live. We're gonna do a free training and whatnot, a free master class that'll be for everybody. And we'll let you guys know about the hedge fund that we got. Let you know about this hedge fund. This thing is gonna take off. It's already at 50%. You know what I'm talking about? Let me see if I can share the screen. The hedge. Boom. See the return? 52%. Okay? 52%. So we got this shit popping. Okay? We got it popping. And we'll be doing a class to talk more about it, to let everybody know how they could participate. But yeah, man, we working, you know what I'm saying? And it's working for us, you know. We working and it's working for us. You never seen no returns on a hedge fund like that. You know what I'm saying? You don't get to see returns on hedge funds like that, baby. You dig? So we're gonna build it up, we're gonna blow it up, and we're gonna make it do what it do. And with that being said, thank you everybody for pulling up. You know what I mean? Appreciate everybody for your time and your attention. We're gonna be signing off. We'll get back with you. All right. Love and light. Peace. Yes, Jack Hella Classic as well. And I think 19 coming with something too. So yeah, 24, y'all. 24 Savage. It's gonna be up this year. You dig? Peace, love, and light.